Oh no.
Hi, everyone.
You could have given me a 3, 2, 1.
I said over to you.
Never heard it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Miss Rachel Webb is not here today, or I would have known that I was coming to you. Anna Lamb is also an owner and educator here, and she is my cohort today. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Oh, I forgot to fix my hair. There's also paint in it. I painted my half bath yesterday.
Oh my God, there's a huge bit of paint in the front. I can see from here.
The problem is,
You can see it on the live.
hair wash day is not until Saturday, so I'm trying to decide if I just man up and do it, but I have to put another coat of paint on, so the possibility of getting more paint in my hair is very high. So it's kind of like a I just don't really know what to do type of thing. The sweater is cozy, Christina. I would not ordinarily wear this color. It's not my color. But I'm going today to see The Grinch. It's a play that my brother is actually the Grinch, and he is phenomenal. Like really, it's annoying
legit.
how good he is. And so I'm going today with Fallon and Beckett to a field trip. That's why we had to push this up a little bit. Also, today is Fallon's 8th birthday. So happy birthday to Fallon. I know she will rewatch this later. I love you more than any other little girl in the entire world. You are phenomenal. Today we are going to be doing a book rebinding. So this is pretty neat. I know, like Anne and I like to decorate a lot with books. We like to use them as risers to give height to different displays. We like to just place them very intentionally in curio cabinets or sideboards that have, glass fronts and things like that. And so I think this is a really interesting way to make them coordinate more with your decor if you're into that. Now, I personally love all the different spine colors and book cover. It's not cover. I mean, it's called a cover, but what's
The
dust cover? Is that what it's called?
soil.
You let me know. Anyway, I like all of that. I like the variations of it. However, in my curio cabinet, Anna took like the old school Reader's Digest ones that are nice jewel tone, vintagey vibes, and put those together. And so there's a place for both types of looks, I think, in my home. In Anna's home, it would not work. She would not love all the different colors and stuff. So she might want to do a stack of coordinating fabrics, or if she wanted to do a stack of themed fabrics. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to do like a Christmas theme with this tartan plaid. And then I'm going to also just use this solid color gold that is in the tartan plaid. So we're going to be doing 2 different ones. Now, you could recover the book as well with a cardstock if you wanted to, or you could also use wrapping paper, like a thick wrapping paper. Anna, do you know where our mini Easy Press is by any chance?
Bottom left drawer.
That's where it should be. Oh, here it is. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that. Also, Anna, I did not bring over a thing of cardstock. Could you just get me, honestly, a piece of white right there, the really thick stuff would be really great. And you can do, yeah, maybe 3 pieces. So one thing that I like with using the paper, which you could also do it on fabric, it's going to bleed a little bit, but if you did like a craft paper covering, then I've seen a lot where people will take like the gold paint pens or the, what's the gold paint called that we like? It's totally left me.
The gold leaf.
Leafing, gold leaf paint, and hand paint some designs on there. We might do that if we have time. Just add like a couple of little stripes and maybe like a little oval where the title would be to kind of give it that look. So, I mean, the sky's the limit here. If you can't draw, which I can't, so I'm just going to try and see what happens. You could also, because we're using fabric, grab HTV and cut this out and then iron it on the spine, because you're not going to see this part necessarily. You're when you're doing a stack, you're just going to see like this, right? So that is what is more important. Now, however, if you're going to do some sort of stack, like I don't traditionally do this, but something like this with like a candle or something like that, you might want to decorate the front of it. Or if you're going to see the sides of them, maybe you could decorate the front. But for me, it's mostly about this. So I find that hardbound books are easier, obviously, to do this with. And this one does have the dust cover on it, so we'll just take it off. And you're just going to need some fabric. So first of all, I am preheating my little mini easy press because I'm going to iron this fabric out. It has been wadded up and shoved over there. A couple of things to think about when you are selecting your fabric is the color of your book. So this is black, right? If I were choosing a white fabric, that black is going to show through. If I were choosing a lighter fabric that maybe had a design on it, that's going to show through. And a lot of times, like this one that doesn't have the dust cover, it has the words on it. And so if this were super dark with the contrast, that might show through as well. So just keep that in mind when you are selecting your fabrics and even your papers. If you're using a thinner paper, then that might show through for that as well. My grandma used to work in a book bindery. I seriously thought you were going to actually bind a book. No.
You give us too much credit, Kat.
Kat, I don't really know who you think I am, but it's not that person. I want to be that person for you, but I'm not. That's still preheating. Let me see who all is here. I feel like I was here. Was I here last week?
No.
Both days? Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I was here on Tuesday. I can't tell you what project I did. Because you had to clean up after me on Thursday.
Yes, I did have to clean up after you. You did the advent calendar.
Yep.
Rachel almost sent you a picture of the desk when she started and said, "Oh, look, I don't have to clean up after anyone because Anna went last."
Whose live is on Thursday?
Hmm?
I mean Tuesday. Whose live is on Tuesday?
Mine. I'll kill you. Murder. Dead. Mark called me on the way to work this morning and he said, "Did I dream it or did you tell me you were going to kill me last night?" And I said, "Nope, you didn't dream that. I rolled over because you were snoring and said, 'I'm going to murder you.'"
Okay, let me tell you what happened. I need to heat this up a little bit more. I'm going to go all the way up. So, for some reason, we got our new bed, right? Got it put together. We slept in it a couple nights. And then last night, I went to bed like 2.5 hours later than Wayne because I was working on Christmas cards. And when I went in, I couldn't grab my cords between the bed and my nightstand because it was so close to the nightstand. So somehow the bed got moved. I don't know. So of course, naturally, I can't wait till the morning to fix that. So I make Wayne get up and he's like dead asleep. So I move it a little bit and he goes to come back in and I was like, "What are you doing? I have to see which way it is." So he gets back out. I move it again. He puts his knee back on there. I was like, "Look, if you put your knee back on that bed, I will come over and throat punch you." So they had the same sort of night.
Well,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just iron this out here.
what brand is that corner cleaning tool thing that we like?
Rubbermaid.
Rubbermaid.
It's called a grout cleaner, I believe. But I found this one on Amazon, Anna, that has huge, it's bigger, and it has all these different attachments. It has like a round, almost like a Brillo pad attachment, and then it also has like a soft attachment, which I guess if you were going to be like buffing your stovetop or something like that.
Was it white?
The attachment?
No, the whole thing.
No, it was red and gray. It's one of my favorite things. So obviously we moved into our house.
Oh, I see it.
We've been.
Sweet Pure Liar, $16.99.
That sounds right. We've been renovating while we're living there, so I've been cleaning like constantly, and I have found a couple of things that I just cannot live without. I don't know how I lived without them before. One is the O-Cedar mop, which Rachel has talked about before. In the past, I've always used a steam mop or a Swiffer, and the floors that are in my house now, I can't use a steam mop on, and so I've tried the O-Cedar, and I am telling you, it is my favorite mop. My floors have never been so clean. They are so phenomenal. And then I also got this little handheld shark vacuum cleaner, which I traditionally use like a dust buster, but I like this Shark one better because I don't have to plug it up. I just put it in its stand and it charges while it's in its stand. It comes with some attachments, and it's really easy to dump and clean and all that stuff. So I can't live without that. And then the Rubbermaid thing. So what I want to do is make sure that I have enough fabric. Are you overhead right now?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What I want to do is make sure that I have enough fabric to be
Well,
about 1.5 inches to 2 inches all the way around. So that needs to be spun and everything. And so I have plenty right here. Let me grab some scissors. These might be too dull to cut fabric. Yeah, let me grab my other ones. Oh, and then I also have this other little tool. It's actually a spray bottle because I use a concentrated multi-purpose cleaner. So I kind of create my own, and I found this spray bottle that's a continual spray bottle, and it's rechargeable. Found it on Amazon, and I absolutely love it. Once you hit the power button, it sprays continually until you hit it again. So like if you're having to spray down a bathtub or all the countertops in your kitchen or something like that, then it is not as cumbersome to do that. God, these scissors are good. One of our kids is screaming at the
that was
other.
Harrison. That was Chapman.
If you guys follow me on social media, you saw that I have curtains in my dining room that used to be my bedroom. Love the curtains, didn't want to get rid of them, but I needed to hem them. And Anna, not so delicately, sent me a text message that said something to the effect of either hem your damn curtains or buy new ones.
I think it was the F-bomb.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to censor for our friends. So I got it was on my list of things to do. I got my sewing stuff out to do it and could not find my rotary cutter, could not find my large cutting mat. Like, those are the types of things that drive me crazy. And generally when I move into a new house, which I've only done twice, I like everything to be in its place like immediately so that I don't have this issue. However, because we're renovating and having to do things in stages, everything is not where it's supposed to be. So I tried to guilt my mother into doing it for me. It didn't work very well. I'm going to cut a little bit more off this. I think that's way too much. Anyway, I got them done. They look good. We closed on our other house last Thursday, and I ordered several things for the new house that day, and of course I accidentally put our old address. So I spent the better part of 2 hours on the phone with the companies trying to get them to change my address. These are things you just don't really think about. Also, I had all my mail forwarded, but it's not being forwarded, so that's frustrating. Just little things. But for those of you who are concerned, Anna got my Christmas tree put up. I'm not doing an inflatable tree this year, although I was fine with it. Looks really good. I got all my furniture delivered Tuesday except for 2 chairs, so that's coming along. For those who are asking, I will be doing a virtual tour. I don't know if it'll be live or pre-recorded. Anna, what do you think? Which would be better? We'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this is just trim off the corners right here to make this easier to fold. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll just kind of do it like this on all 4 corners. Flip this over like this. Make sure you're not moving it. There we go. Do this one. I'm going to flip over again and make sure that looks right. And then what I want to do is this, and I'm going to Just cut right here at the spine, little slits like this, because this is going to go, hopefully I can get it tucked up in there without it being a problem. God, these scissors are phenomenal. Mom, you might need to upgrade your scissors.
Is Mom even on?
I don't know because it's 10 o'clock, so maybe not. She may have forgotten. Okay, the other thing, I am using Loctite spray adhesive. Don't do this in your house. It creates quite a mess. In fact, I'm probably going to take it over there so that it's not all over my computer and stuff like that. But it is a spray adhesive. It's a lightweight and it's repositionable, which I particularly love for this project. So what I'm going to do is put a light coat on either the side that's going to be touching the book, cover the entire thing, and then I'll be right back. So, Anna, you can entertain them for a moment while I do this. I'm still mic'd up. I guess I could entertain them.
Sing them a song, Becca.
What kind of song would you like to hear, Anna?
Whatever's on your heart, Becca.
What's on my heart?
On your heart, guys.
I don't really have
as
a song.
Becca has said, it is Fallon's birthday today, and I get a text message at 7:51. Sis, it's my birthday.
Which I don't. She has an iPad, right, that she gets to text on, but she doesn't normally have her iPad. However, I let her have it early this morning so she could call her dad and thank him for the gift that he left her.
What did he get her?
Well, we got her that custom softball glove that we gave her forever ago, but we wanted her to be able to open something. So she got new pajamas, which of course she loves pajamas. And she got some Oreo candy canes.
Oh.
But Saturday, we're taking her in Kinsley. Have you heard of the Charm Bar?
Yes. They
So
just opened, or they just did the
Yes, they
ribbon
have a
cutting.
brick and mortar store now because they were only like pop-ups.
I think that they would love that.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them to do that. I might take them to Five Below.
I want to go do that.
Yeah. And then we're either going to go see Moana 2 or Wicked, whichever. I don't know.
You think that they want a little tiny brown girl tag along?
Probably. Okay, so this is sticky, which is phenomenal. Let me go ahead. I'm going to place this on the spine part first. Just like this. Again, it's repositionable, so it doesn't have to be insane. And then I'm going to lay this like this. Pull this back over here and lay it down like that. Now, just smooth that out. If you had a huge bubble in it or something like that, then just pull it off and redo it. Okay, now I can open this. And I need to move it over this way a little bit because I have excess here and I don't actually have to move it. I'm just going to pull up on it. I have a little bit of wiggle room there. Okay. Now, trim off this extra right here so that it gives me a good fold. I'm just going to fold this up like this. Smooth it out. And do the same all the way around. Just like this. This is where I probably needed to have left it a little bit longer like I did over there, but it's going to be fine because I'm going to put that cardstock over it in just a minute.
I can hear Pearson going.
He's been singing a lot. He's a vocal baby.
He loves that song. What is it? If you guys haven't heard it, it's a Christian Christmas song, and it's by Chris Tomlin. Do you remember the name of it? We sang it at church on Sunday. His Name is Wonderful, and it's a good song. Look it up, Chris Tomlin. His Name is Wonderful. But every time it plays, he sings, and Pearson it's so strange. He has such a deep voice. And so when he sings, he's like, A little bit creepy, but incredibly cute. Pull this over, and I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Pull that straight up. All this is about just making good, clean lines and making it good and tight. Much like wrapping a Christmas present, although I enjoy this way more than wrapping a Christmas present.
Oh, let's just talk about this for a second.
Oh, no.
So, many of you all that are social media friends with Becca and I probably saw Becca's story where she crucified me for having her wrap like 20-something presents with me. And then I stole her phone and did a text thread where I was crucifying her making me help her with wallpaper.
Oh, this is bad. I would be mad about this.
So,
Hold on really quickly.
Okay.
I'm going to take something. It might not be this. It might end up being my weeding tool. And I'm going to poke this down into the spine underneath where the book and the actual spine are. And so a lot of times it's easier to pull it out like this because it creates that space and then push it down in there. Okay, go ahead.
So Becca comes down from upstairs. She and Dad had been upstairs talking about what he was going to do to the kids' bathroom where we took all the wallpaper down. And she said, well, Dad has decided that he's just going to re-sheetrock the bathroom instead of skimming over because it'll take him less time. And I glared at her. And I said, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, why? And I said, we wasted 4 or 5 days peeling wallpaper off of sheetrock that is being torn down.
It's true.
And she blank stares at me and said, oh, I didn't even think about that.
What I said was, why did you tell me that? You've ruined my life. I don't know that I ever really would have put 2 and 2 together.
So my father comes downstairs and I said,
Well, you said a bad word.
I did. Hold on.
Do we not have any measuring? Where are the measuring tapes? Where are the measuring tapes?
There's one in your little box thing right there.
Where? Oh, if you guys would put things back where they go.
I'm going to lose my mind right now a little bit. Anyway, so
Hold on really quickly. I'm measuring the back of this because I'm going to be cutting that cardstock piece. And so I want it a little bit smaller. I think I'm going to do it 4 7/8 by 7. Okay, go ahead. I need 2 of those.
So Dad comes downstairs and I said, Dad, he had no idea we'd had this conversation.
Yeah.
I said, Dad, I'm just going to need you to go ahead and skim the walls no matter what y'all have decided. And he said, no, I'm replacing the sheetrock. And I said, no, I really need you to skim them. And he said, why? And I said, because I wasted 4 expletive days of my life ripping down wallpaper. And I said, in addition to the 2 days that I wasted cleaning a bathroom that got completely demolished.
Yeah.
So that's a whole week almost of my life that is gone for no reason at all.
You got to spend a lot of time with me.
Did I,
You
Becca?
did.
Because a lot of the time I remember you were unmedicated for your ADD and I was constantly having to yell, Becca, you got lost on your way back up from trying to get water for the steamer. Where are you? Oh, I'm taking pictures of Pearson outside.
I didn't do that.
I'm taking a video tour of the house.
I may have done that.
I had to go get a Band-Aid and it took me 9 years to come back.
Anna, I did 2 whole days of wallpaper without you, so I don't want to hear it.
It's not my house.
I'm just saying, it's not like I didn't do any work. Maybe I got distracted. I can't find anything in here.
What are you looking for?
A larger paintbrush, but this one is like, oh. I'll use this
Because
one.
she hasn't been here in so long, she's forgot where everything was.
Well, you should see it on her. Okay, so I'm going to Mod Podge this for 2 reasons. one, I want to Mod Podge the fabric down, and two, I want to use it as adhesive to keep, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this Mod Podge? To keep this paper down. Ugh. Forgot how Mod Podge smells. I can't stand the smell of it. Okay. Just going to paint this on the ends here. Really good. And up to about where the fabric or the cardstock is going to go. This will draw clear, so if you happen to get some on the fabric where the cardstock doesn't cover, it won't matter. It will draw clear. There we go. Don't get crazy with it, though, because you're going to close your book and it will glue together.
Kat says, this reminds me of what we used to do with our school textbooks
Yes.
with paper grocery bags. But listen, Kat, I feel like that's actually a really good idea, too. Because, like, at my home, I would want some paper grocery bag colors.
Can we find them anymore? That's why I said craft paper brown. Like
Which I
the,
have craft paper.
yeah, like the stuff that you wrap in.
Yeah, Kat, who does paper grocery bags anymore? Do you know of anyone?
Does the Piggly Wiggly? I mean, we don't have a Piggly Wiggly. Look how much better that looks, though, covering that up.
That is good.
No, it doesn't matter. If you're just using it for decor, big deal. Now, but if you're going to be using it as, like, for textbooks or some sort of
Package
book,
stores, they have them.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
then you'll want to do that. So I'm just going to do the same thing with this one.
This would be really cute if you did a blank book and customized like a diary for a girl, or like if you do a year's worth of prayers or something like that.
Or like if you were pregnant and wanted to write a journal to your child while you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And if
Or
you,
a cute like sign-in book for a wedding.
you could sublimate fabric to put on it if you wanted to put a picture on it. I mean, the possibilities are so endless.
You could also do that with like a picture album.
Yeah. Okay, let me put,
Did you hear Chapman? No.
No. And then, honestly, if you wanted to, you could also Mod Podge this down on the corners, but I don't think it's necessary.
Becky says Target in Indianapolis has paper bags.
Nice.
Let's just talk about bags
Look how
for 2
cute.
seconds.
Look. I mean,
That
look
is
how cute.
adorable.
I'm going to do this one really quick, and then I'm going to get out the gold leaf paint. And probably regret all my choices.
I
But
don't know that
I'm going to do it on this one.
I was fixing to say you're not going to see that very
No,
well.
I want to do it on
that.
this one.
I don't know that you're going to see it on that color.
I don't know either, but
Do we have a dark green or something?
I don't think fabric. I had black over here. That might look cool. I have a black polka dot. I didn't see this box of stuff.
That was the stuff that I brought from home.
Can I use it?
Yeah, I don't care.
I might use this if I
Not big enough.
I don't know. We'll see. This is some cute fabric. Where'd you get this stuff?
Some of it's from Etsy. Some of it's from Hobby Lobby.
Is this
Some of it's from Joann's. A lot of it was from Chapman's. That's Etsy.
That's so cute. This is cute too.
That was from the back of Chapman's blanket that Mom made him.
Oh, it's not.
Speaking of blankets that Mom made, Mom, where are you? I need to know if his dog blanket's getting closer.
I don't know if this might work.
A farm market that is still uses paper. They're actually listed as an attraction on the expressway. A farm market as an attraction. Is it like huge, Scott?
Yeah, this will work.
See, Maritza, that's what's going on in our town is a lot of reusable bags. At the supply house that I go to get color and stuff like that, they are now using reusable bags, and I never remember mine. So yesterday, I walked out with 2 liters of Developer, 6 boxes of hair color, and a hairspray all in my hands.
Why don't you put one in your car? Well, except then you're going to take it to the salon and forget it.
That's what happens is I had one in the car, and then I end up shoving everything that the kids have dropped in there to
and
get
take
it out.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I had some Aldi bags like that.
I want to know, do any of your all cities have the really, really thick plastic bags from your Walmarts? Like at Hilton
Hilton
Head
Head.
Island, they have got the best plastic bags ever.
And I just gave away my last one, and it's the best. And Rachel sent home, Rachel sent home leftovers from Friendsgiving and gave us the cheap ones, and she had the other ones. I was like, Rachel, what? She was like, I'm not giving those away.
I know I may go rate it while she's not here because I didn't take mine home from the beach. She ended up with every last one of them.
No, well, I took mine home.
I didn't.
I may go back to that. I hate the beach. Maybe I should just go back for more of those bags.
You can drink wine and beer while you shop at that place, is what Kat says.
What? That's
Yeah.
cool. Uh-oh, baby's unhappy about something. Okay, same process here. I'm gonna cut around. I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer because I did like that.
Stacy says their Walmart doesn't have bags at all.
Stacey's in Washington.
Washington?
Yeah.
So has your Walmart kind of converted to a Sam's thing where they have boxes that you can take stuff out, or are you supposed to do the reusable bags? Does our Walmart have reusable bags?
I don't know. Maybe.
Listen, Christina, you seem like a very responsible person, and one day maybe I'll grow up and be like you. I make these plans in my head that it's just going to be that easy, and then it never happens.
What was her solution?
She said, I keep all my reusable bags in the car so I can just grab them as I go into the store. Once I get home and unload everything, I put the bags back in my purse so I can take them back to the car.
She does
Oregon,
seem very
Stacey's in Oregon, not
responsible.
Washington.
Why did I? I
Well,
thought you were in
because
Washington because Beth's in Washington.
There's a group of them that
Yes.
are all real close that will meet up.
Trimmy here. I'm gonna have to go back over there and spray again with Loctite. That Loctite spray is phenomenal.
Like so, at work, Jesse and Margie.
Uh-huh.
And Margie is the most responsible, organized, self-disciplined woman I know
Yes.
ever in my whole
Yeah.
life. And me and Jesse are quite literally the exact
You're
same
creatives.
person.
Yeah, you're
We're the
creatives.
exact same person. So Margie always, always, always washes her color bowls out immediately. And Jesse and I will let all our stack up until we don't have any other option but to wash them. But then by that time, like, our color has dried in them, so you have to like soak them and scrub them more. And Margie even told Jesse that if she wanted to sit hers out, that she'd wash them for her. Right? So
That
I was
is
like,
precious.
yeah, but I was like, maybe one day I'll grow up and be responsible like you. But she also, because yesterday I had to go get gas in the middle of work when I had a 5-minute break because I was on 0 miles till empty. And Margie said, "Oh my gosh, I never let my car get past a half a tank."
Half
I was
a
like,
tank?
"Oh my
Who
god!"
has time for that?
She said, "I just don't ever want to be caught with me not having time to go get gas." And then run out. And I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. She also says that her car is like pristine and she doesn't let her grandkids eat in the car. And I was like, Jessie, are you on E? And she's like, yeah, I'm always on E. And I said, what about, how's your car? And she said, I'm a grandmother, Anna. And I was like, yeah, so yours is just as messy as mine.
I just cleaned mine out because I did have friends in it on Saturday, but and I do like a clean vehicle. However, through this move, it has just been, it looked a lot like Wayne's car.
I think that I'm going to request that Mark like clean my car out real good for
For
Christmas.
Christmas,
or
yeah.
something.
Well, that's
Mine-
on my list. I mean, nobody gets me anything for Christmas, but if they wanted to know, I have a list. And on it is a car detailing.
Who drew your name?
I have no idea.
That's a good idea. There's a lot going up in that room right
Look
now.
how
that's
cute
distracting me.
this is. I'm dying. I love this. Okay, let me flip this over here. fold this down.
I feel like our kids are learning a lot of valuable life lessons without us.
Survival of the fittest. But it'll be fine. Is that Chapman?
Yeah.
I have to snip that there. Guys, I didn't realize, because every house that I've moved into had closets in it already. So I haven't had to like buy the hardware and put them together and do all that stuff. I didn't realize how expensive closets are. Like, and we're not talking custom cabinets and all that. We're talking like bars and shelving. Anna came down the other day and she was like, "Have you seen Fallon's closet?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And so our closet, from where it was the master bedroom was being redone, had nothing in it for us to hang. So I had put my clothes in Fallon's closet with Fallon's, and had put Wayne's in Beckett's with Beckett and all that. Anyway, what had happened was the previous owners had done things a little differently, I guess, than I would have, and they weren't as anchored as I would have done. And
Well, the problem was that it's the wire shelving, and the back hook on the wire shelving is made out of plastic.
right.
So it's just not designed well.
So my clothes had fallen down onto Fallon's clothes, which made hers fall down. So we have two entire, like it was one row, fell right. It was horrible. So had to obviously fix that. So while we're doing that, we're like, well, the other ones are going to do that. So we had to do Beckett's, and then had to do Harrison and Pearson's. I'm dying. Look how cute this is.
It is adorable.
So then Dad was like, well, we may as well go ahead and do yours. You want to know what I spent just on brackets just for my closet?
You did your closet the exact same way as the kids?
No. Yes, but no. I mean, it has the brackets and the bar, but I'm putting wood shelves on top of mine. Trust me, it looks good.
Okay.
It's good. But just guess. I have a 10-foot, 10.5-foot,
I'm doing collective all
and a 7.
or just yours?
Just mine. I had a 10.5-foot
$300.
pole or rod.
Okay.
Then I had a 7-foot rod. And then I had, on my shoe wall, I have 6 6-foot shelves.
$500.
To the left of that, I have 5 22-inch shelves for like purses and stuff. And then I have a 10.5-inch shelf on top.
$700.
I had to have,
Would you just give me the answer?
hold on. Well, I'm trying to compute it. 29, 30, 31. I think I had to have almost 40, and they're $9 a piece. 9.5 a piece.
That's $360.
Plus the wood for the shelves, plus the rod, because I got galvanized piping, which is like 30.
That's the part that I'm not knowing.
It looks fine. It's $35 for a 10-foot 3/4 inch. Yeah, I had no idea. So then I had to obviously do this for Beckett and Fallon as well. I know I've spent over $1,000 on closets. Was not expecting to do closets. Was expecting to do mine, but not theirs. 5 3/8 by.
Did Dad fix my boo-boos on the walls?
Yes, by 7. He also made some boo-boos, so don't feel bad.
What did he do?
Well, I told him I wouldn't tell.
I need to know what he did.
Hold on. What was that? 5 3/8 by what? 7? Let me get these cut and I'll tell you.
I'll tell him a little story.
Okay.
So while we've been painting Becca's house, 2 separate times I hear, uh-oh. And I go around the corner, and Becca has literally dropped all, well,
You know the little pails that you put trim paint in?
a pail of trim paint and a tray of paint in its entirety, every last bit of it on the floor.
And it's not covered floor. It's my actual floor.
It's her actual floor. And so I literally don't say anything. I go get paper towels, wet paper towels, dry paper towels, and we clean it up, right? So the fact that she has done this not only once, but twice makes me feel slightly better. And I said, Becca, I'm just glad that you've done this so that if I happen to do it one time, I don't feel as bad because I've already helped you clean up and I didn't say anything and blah, blah, blah. Well, with the exception of these like 5 picture ledges in Becca's house, I have hung everything. Literally everything. And I've not made any mistakes. I'm a double checker, blah, blah, blah. Well, dun, dun, dun. The other night we're at
We should have never started that. We were both
shouldn't.
tired.
I had not had my medication since Friday, any of it. And my nerves were a little bit shot. The Christmas music was a little bit loud. And there was lots of children and stuff going on. And we started a decently complex hanging project at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And it had 32 drill holes that had to be done. But everything had to be like level and squared up. So I measure everything out. And not only that, but there was a specific spot in the wall that we couldn't hang anything because it had a patchwork done, and Dad said don't put anything in that. So we were having to like make sure that
We avoided that area.
Yes, that we avoided it. It was a whole ordeal. So Dad, when he taught us to measure things, always has start at the 1 inch mark instead of the end of a tape measure because the little metal thing on the end can
Sometimes
move
loose.
and it's not as precise. So you start at the 1. If you go to 23, then it's 22 inches. Well, when you forget to subtract that 1, it screws your whole project up.
Yeah.
So I got 16 screw holes put in and said, oh, poop. And I apologized profusely. And I was about sick and in tears. And then, so I only had to move 2 of the brackets because 2 of the brackets were still okay. The other 2 I had to move. And so then after that, I was like, Becca, can I please not do this? Can you finish it? And she's like, oh, no. You can go ahead and finish that. But the problem is it's like a European gallery wall hanging type thing, which means that they're like 4 bars, and then there are picture frames that are hung with chains from them. Well, the chains, it's all from Magnolia. It is literally the crappiest product I have ever seen from Magnolia ever in my whole life. The frames are bowed.
And I paid good money for
The
these frames.
chains are like different
Hold on
lengths.
really quickly. I'm just using this liquid leaf. It's classic gold. Get this from Hobby Lobby. This is what we always use. We love it. Go ahead.
Anyway, so that was Harrison.
Yeah.
Anyway, so even when it is square, they're not squared. And so then we had to go back and like shorten chains, elongate chains, all that kind of stuff. It was terrible. But we're finished. And so then I didn't feel terrible about Dad having to fill 4 tiny little holes. But I did feel a little bit bad because I just didn't want to mess up. I don't like to mess up at all.
People came to get our old couches and scuffed my brand new wall anyway, so we had to fix that.
So, Kat, interestingly enough, Mark went and got all my medicine yesterday. My life, I'm telling you, Kat, we even have a drive-through to go get my medicine. I am, like, I've worked 2 12-hour days. I literally don't have time to even eat in the middle of those days. So unless Mark can go get the stuff for me, it does not get done. But anyway, so Mark went and got my medicine yesterday, and when I got home last night, I said something about that I hadn't had my medicine in almost a week, and he said, "Oh, well, you did really good then." And I said, "Oh, so do you want me to come off of it?" He said, "No," and he walked out of the room. Because my hormones were like jacked up this week because of like, the old red devil and stuff anyway. And so I was like, I did really, really good given the circumstances.
Oh, there's
Matt
Sissy.
Palmer.
Sissy mad. I love this gold leaf.
I
Oh
know.
my
It is
gosh.
so bright even on fabric. Does it glide as good on fabric?
It's easy. I thought the fabric would just soak it up and I'd have to like lay it on there. It is so easy. You could probably use painter's tape and make this a little bit easier, but
Well, or you could do a template on your Cricut and just do vinyl too.
oh, speaking of templates on my Cricut, my husband said, "Hey babe, can you make a template or a stencil for me?" And I was like, "Sure, what do you need?" "I need the numbers to our new address." And I was like, "Why?" He thinks that he is going to take this and I guess spray paint the number on our curb. It's not
Okay.
happening. I said, "I will make the template and I will do it." You are not doing it.
I thought he was going to spray paint the
Mailbox.
again. Tell him that story.
My God. Oh my God.
That was forever ago.
We had just gotten married, and Wayne had been having some beverages and was happy. He had several, and I look out, and Wayne has a can of spray paint, just spray paint.
What color was it?
Burgundy. Spray paint in the mailbox, and I was like, what? Now he doesn't do stuff like this. Like he always consults me. He has no.
But nothing had ever been discussed about needing
No,
to be painted.
He's just out there spray painting away, and I was like, what?
Don't do it, Becca.
Yeah, I want to.
No, it looks so good right now.
No, it's still gonna look good.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna be terrible.
No, I'm not. Leave me alone.
Oh God.
It's gonna be fine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Leave me alone.
Oops.
No, this is gonna be an oval, dum dum.
It's not ever gonna be an oval.
It is.
Oh dear God in heaven.
If you wouldn't stress me out, it will be.
So now this is gonna be my fault if it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good narcissist trait, Becca. Oh.
I'm shaking now. Why'd you do this?
Everyone knows that you're a terrible painter.
I know I am, but I could at least make an oval.
Becky says, please do that as a project. Becky, we've said a lot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let us know.
Oh, the curb number thing. That could be a cool project. Is that what you're talking about, Becky?
Gotta do it anyway.
Yeah, we'll video it if that's what you're talking about. Well, and honestly, with Wayne being a FedEx driver, obviously he thinks that is super important for deliveries and that kind of stuff. So I feel like if your area allows that, 100% go for that.
I met my new UPS driver the other day.
He's the same UPS driver that we have at the salon.
He seems really nice.
He's very nice.
He walked in because our furniture was being delivered. So he walked into the house with our stuff because the door was open and everybody was out there. It wasn't creepy or weird.
No, he's so nice.
And I was like, is this your normal route? Because I know at holidays a lot of times.
So are you my normal UPS driver?
And he said, yes, this is normally my route. And I was like, fantastic. You're going to hate me, but I'm going to love you.
He it was also on Morton Nutrition's route. And so when I would be in there, he'd come in and they would always surprise him with like a different drink every day.
Oh, that's cool.
He is super, super, super nice. I'm trying to remember his name.
Did I ask him?
I don't think so.
Probably should have asked him. I need to leave him something for Christmas. It's not really an oval, but it's a shape.
I told you.
I should have just vinyled this and called it a day. I just love this stuff. We're getting there. Getting there. Okay. What are you doing after this? Why aren't you going to that play?
Because I don't think that I actually have a ticket.
You do. Aunt Peg said you did.
Becca, she said that, but did she actually do it? You know how scatterbrained she is.
You don't really need a ticket. You've never been to these. They don't actually take your tickets.
I mean, I brought stuff for the kids to be able to go.
Just go. They don't take your tickets. Seriously.
Okay.
And I'll stand up in the back if I have to because Pearson's going to be fussy anyway. It's Fallon's birthday. She would want you there.
It didn't start till 1.
Okay, I'm calling it. Calling it. What? Is it not ovally enough? I like it. What don't you like?
I mean, I've seen worse, Becca. You could have done worse.
Would you have made it bigger?
No.
I feel like it looks like an oval. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Anyway. How easy was this though? And fun. Take some ugly old books. If you don't have ugly old books that you want to do, go to thrift stores, Goodwill, whatever.
Sometimes your local library will have a box of stuff they're getting rid of.
Yeah.
Those would be the great ones to rebuy or recover, honestly.
Thank you, Becky. Becky is my hype girl. She said, great job on the oval. She's my hype girl.
Yeah.
Because Rachel's not here. Rachel would be my hype girl. I also love how easy this is to clean up just with alcohol.
I think it's just because it's so liquidy. It's not gumpy at all.
I love this stuff. What else can I gold leaf?
Oh, God. Nothing, because your entire house is gold.
It's true.
Becca gets on a kick if she loves something, like everything is going to be, all of her frames, all of her lamps, all of her mirrors, everything's going to be gold. So I've been like, no, Becca, you can't do that. It has to be wood or it has to be black or,
If I really cared, I would do it anyway.
yeah, but.
Anyway, I might use these in my home somewhere, or Ada might. We'll see.
You know what would be cute is that little, the giving manger stacked on top of that.
That would be cute.
I'd put the red one on top
Should I
probably.
do a third one?
Depends on where you're putting it.
With the
No.
no, just like this.
Yeah.
Look how cute. Pretend this is a giving manger.
On a coffee table or something.
I'll take a picture for you all.
Adorable.
I love this. And that wasn't a lot of fabric. I mean, obviously, if your books are bigger, you're going to use more fabric. But generally, that's scrap sizes. I know Mom could probably cover like at least
I'm going to need to go take care of that.
At least 300. Anyway, thank you all for being here with us today. This has been a fun live. As always, if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free to do that. And if you think you would like to become part of this amazing community and enjoy all of the benefits and perks of membership here at Oak and Lamb, which is access to our library of cut files with free commercial use license, as well as access to our entire library of member-only projects, access to our private Facebook group, and our member-only courses, then click the link below and use a special code that Rachel has right there for you to get a wonderful discount. This is the best time of year to join because you get grandfathered in at that discounted rate. Have a fantastic day, everyone. We'll see you here another day for another video.